Wanted to give you guys an update as why you are about to see a Mr. Cheeseball review. So, what's going on is, as you know, I have had to switch to healthier snacks, so I can't do full-on fat snack foods. So I'm going to go through these trauma films, and I'm going at them at my own pace. So I'm going to try to, every once in a while, I'm going to try to do a review. I'm going to review these movies two at a time. Patrons, you will be getting some bonus content. You guys will be getting some bonus movies. So, in this video that you're about to watch, I mentioned ordering stuff from Troma. Those reviews will be for patrons. And I'm probably going to divvy this up. These two movies I review on this YouTube video, that's going to be free. The next two will be patron, and I'm going to probably do it like that, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2, until I get through these Troma films that I have not seen. So, thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for watching this show, and on with my review of Fatty Drives the Bus and LolliLove. It's not going to be permanent, but I thought I would take you guys on this journey with me of Troma films I have owned for a very long time and just now got around to watching. Like, when I say very long time, I think I bought both of these at the first ever horror convention I went to from the Troma booth. So, if you notice I look down, I am filming this during the day and there are cats in here. So, I have two movies that I'm going to do for you, or going to review for you. The first one, Fatty Drives the Bus. This is directed by Mick Napier, and it's the story of Fatty Drives the Bus is that Satan has decided to transform into a tour guide for a bus in Chicago. The bus is driven by Fatty here, and the goal is to take the souls of everybody on the bus. I won't spoil it, won't give any more than that away. But the neat thing is Roger is played by Scott Robinson, who is in a comedy group called, I think it's The Lampshades, with Kate Flannery from The Office, who will have a connection coming up soon, and we'll talk about it. So Fatty Drives the Bus is a horror comedy. Now, this is a Troma film with no nudity, no gore, or I guess a tiny bit of gore, but not what you would expect. And it's more like a Chicago tourism video. What do I mean by that? Well, they show off, the bus goes to the Sears Tower, the bus stops at Wrigley Field, which is kind of funny because when the bus stops at Wrigley Field, it's not out front where the big welcome to Chicago friendly confines field is, or whatever the marquee is. Buddy, stop that. Whatever that big marquee is. Bud. Oh, whatever that big marquee is, they don't show that. They show like the back parking lot. So, and then they go other places. Fatty plays a small role, but not too big a one. But I do like the message in this. So, this is a lot of fun. Again, I don't think I said this. It only runs about an hour. Or, I guess this says 90 minutes, but it seemed like it was even less than that. So, this runs, I guess, about 90 minutes. And, again, Fatty doesn't play a big role, but this is funny, and it's more dialogue heavy, so more like a Kevin Smith type movie, as opposed to, like, the Troma blood, guts, and gore. So, do I recommend Fatty Drives the Bus? I do. I recommend Fatty Drives the Bus, and I think Troma's website, Troma Direct, you can find it for, I want to say like between $6 to $9. So that's kind of cool. So I recommend Fatty Drives the Bus. Now remember how I said Kate Flannery from The Office. The connection here is with LolliLove. Now, LolliLove is Jenna Fisher from The Office. She played Pam. And director James Gunn, current director of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and the head of the DCEU, when these two were married in, I want to say 2004-ish. So yeah, I'm thinking it's 2004-ish. I do not see a date. Oh yeah, 2004. I got it. So, this movie is about how James and Jenna, who are a real-life couple, want to create lollipops for the homeless to make their day better. Now, this does have kind of an Office feel to it in that it's a mockumentary style. This is also another one with hardly any gore or violence, but there is censored swearing. And this one is a lot of fun. And yes, Linda Cardellini and Jason Segel appear as a couple in here. This movie didn't work out for the couples. Jenna Fisher and James Gunn are no longer together, and Linda Cardellini and Jason Segel are no longer together. There are commentaries, there's a making of, deleted scene and outtakes, and there's an interview with Jenna Fisher and James Gunn. Again, directed by Jenna Fisher. I bought this at my first ever convention, not realizing Jenna Fisher was the director. Now, granted, I didn't know who Jenna Fisher was at the time, but this one is really funny. I think you can stream it on Amazon Prime currently. Go watch this. This is really fun. This is hysterical. And it shows Jenna Fisher can direct. And I wouldn't mind seeing her direct another film. So, both these trauma films, I highly recommend. I think that everybody should go out and go see them. And I just type in where to stream Fatty Drives the Bus and LolliLove, and it should come up with Amazon Prime. Or go to Troma.com directly, and under films, look for them. And usually, if they're up to date, that's the key, is if they're up to date, it should give you an up-to-date listing of where you can watch these. So, these two films, highly recommend. And I'm very excited to continue I'm calling it the underrated trauma watch list, because it's a bunch of stuff I haven't seen before. And these two, I don't hear many people talk about. Here they are, Frank. I don't hear many people talk about these two. So, I'm going to update YouTube, basically as I watch these, probably 2 at a time. So, I'm very excited. I also just ordered the Blu-ray of Lust for Freedom, so I will be doing a review of that, comparing it to the DVD version that I have. And I also got Decapitated, which I've been looking for a while. And I think there was a couple others. So yeah, so thank you for watching. Thank you for going with me on this trauma journey. And we will see you guys next time.